So let's actually dive into what it looks like under the hood inside of Bilt 2.0. Just to kind of give you guys a brief taste, just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. There's 3 pipelines in here, 3 pipelines. So when you upload a lead into the system, it's always going to come into the new untouched. Every single property will show up here. Well, we probably want to call them first, so there's a discovery. And again, we have explanations on how all this operates. But the real fun and games that everybody wants to know is, well, how does it actually work? Well, it's actually really simple. You literally just take a new untouched lead and you send an offer, right? The moment you send this, it's going to send an LOI to them. It's going to follow up with them. It is going to follow up until they tell you, fuck off, pretty much. The goal with this is to make sure you're never losing any leads, never letting any lead fall through the cracks. I don't care if they tell you they're not interested. You can do long-term follow-up. You can do so much more. Now, I'm not really going to deep dive too much into this particular account because they've customized it towards their own. They are one of the beta testers. But I will deep dive into what it looks like inside of the actual template. This is what it looks like when you get it, right? It's more blank. So I can kind of show you guys how it looks. But at the end of the day, right, let's just say I go back to the acquisition pipeline. You're going to have new untouched. You're going to have the ones you probably want to have a conversation. A lot of people don't call first and they just send offers, and it works. You're more than welcome to do so. I'm a big believer in calling first, but some people don't want to do that. If they respond to any one of your initial offers or your follow-ups, they will automatically show up in a set status. And don't worry, I'll deep dive and I'll show you the email templates. A lot of you guys want to see how that looks like and how it follows up and so forth, right? But if they don't respond to your actual offer, they'll show up right here. This is where you text, you email, you carrier pigeon, do what you need to do to get a hold of them at that point. They reject your offer, they'll show up in this section. And of course, we have long-term task follow-up nurture. If they're, let's say, a direct-to-seller lead, well, maybe it's more of a long-term 45-day. If it's a direct-to-agent lead, maybe it's 2 weeks. But you can also set your own tasks to be 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever you need, depending on your conversation with that agent or that seller. And of course, if you have deals in negotiations, they'll show up over here. If you have a contract sent out, and of course, deal closed, there's all the miscellaneous stuff as well, DNC, lost deal, under contract, and so forth. But I want to clarify something right now. Right now, there is no system out there that will do both direct to agent on market deals and direct to seller. We have made that possible. So if you guys are familiar with 1.0, we had so many pipelines to distinguish between direct to seller, direct to agent, pocket listings, MLS, whatever, right? PPC. And like, we just didn't want all that headache. We wanted one pipeline to be able to manage all your leads all on one platform so that it becomes easy for every single one of you guys. And so that's exactly what we did. This pipeline will work for your direct to seller. It'll work for your direct to agent. Some of you guys are doing deals with wholesalers, right? I don't care. Someone gave you a deal. It goes in this pipeline, right? Now, I'm going to show you something like, let's just open up this one right here. So right off the bat, this is a hybrid deal. It has the values for the ARV. It has an asking price. If it had PITI or rent, it would have it there as well. Your estimated equity, percentage, your assignment fee, your EMD, how much cash down, every single detail that you need to structure an offer is inside here automatically. And so if we go back in here and just to kind of show you how it works from start to finish, from let's say initial email all the way down to follow up reminder. So right off the bat, here's very similar to what you saw in that spreadsheet, right? You're more than welcome to modify these templates to make them, put your logo on them, make them look fancy, do all the things, right? But at the end of the day, you're going to get all the values pre-populated inside of these offers ready to go. You don't even have to do anything. You just upload the list and it does it for you. And so again, it's going to follow up after, let's say 24 hours. Hey, did you get my offer? Again, it's going to follow up. Here's my new highest and best offer. Very short and sweet message, right? Again, it's going to follow up again. Just checking in. Did you get my new highest and best offer? Well, the cool thing as well is if they at any point in time respond to that, they'll just show and you're responded. And if they reject it, well, you just throw it in rejected. And if they haven't gotten the discount, well, now they will. So there are some cool features like that, which is what makes it so great. Well, there's another thing too. Let's say on this particular deal, I don't want to send a hybrid. I do want to send a SUBTO. I do want to send a cash. Well, you can switch it. You can change it. Your conversation you had with that agent, with that seller, oh, we're not going to do creative finance. Can you just send me a cash deal? Switch it. Send them a cash deal. It's that simple. Because you already have your cash offer completely, designed and ready to go for you inside of here. Again, the goal here is to make it as simple as possible for you guys just to get started, not make any excuses. Like, you don't have to think about analyzing a deal, guys. It does it for you. You don't have to think, how am I going to send this offer? It does it for you. How am I going to follow up with this? It does it for you. How am I going to send a contract? Well, let's look at this one. I want to go ahead and send this person. Let's just send them a JV agreement. Let's just say this is another wholesaler we're dealing with, and we want to send a JV agreement. Again, you can send purchase agreements, cash, SUBTO, hybrid, seller finance, addendums, assignment contracts, regular basic, promissory notes, purchase. Oh, this is an updated one, but you kind of get the idea. No matter what you do, you can send. And so let's say here's a JV agreement. I open this up. It's literally as simple as this. Oh, it pre-populated my information. Cool. Let's set this for this date. Let's say, oh, we're going to do it on this address, and we're going to do a 50-50 split on this JV. Now, granted, your SUBTO contracts and your hybrids are going to be a little bit longer than just 2 pages. But it's, again, straight to the point. We click submit. What happens next? Well, then it gets sent to both parties, you and that lead and that opportunity, right? Whether they're a seller, an agent, JV partner, a wholesaler, a buyer, if you're doing dispositions, right? It's all the same exact thing. So let's go back to this, right? Well, what did it actually look like in the conversation? Well, what happened? Well, it's probably going to get sent to you for signature, but it's also going to get sent to them for signature. And that's exactly how we want it to work. We're just going to go ahead and open up this just to kind of show you. It's very similar to DocuSign, but it's pre-populated. It's already done. It's done for you. These are pre-built for you. Done. We sign and accept. We select a date. Now, bam, we're finished. As long as you agree to all the terms. These are plugged in. This was plugged in. This was plugged in. Like, everything in here was plugged in, ready to go. So there's, again, there's no excuses. Oh, I need a TC. I need to pay somebody $700 to $1,500 just to do my paperwork. Guys, it's that simple. It's done. So we don't have to really worry about that. Now, the next thing is, again, relationship building. A lot of you guys like to build relationships with wholesalers, with agents, with buyers, with lenders, brokers, contractors, whoever it may be, right? And then the main goal here is we want to be able to distinguish, well, what type of relationship are they? Like, are they someone who's stale and they just say they're a buyer, but they're not actually active? Are they say that they're going to send you deals, pocket listings, but they're not actually sending you, right? They say they're a private money lender, but they're not. So they would probably be stale, right? The moment that they're active, well, they're active. They might send you stuff. They might do business with you. They might communicate with you. But they haven't actually done a deal with you, so they're not a VIP yet. That makes sense. Now, agents automatically follow up in a certain system, okay? If they're a buyer, they're not going to get follow-up because you're only going to send them specific deals, right? Lenders, you're probably not going to follow up with them. Wholesalers, you probably want to ask them for deals. Well, guess what? The system follows up for you. It'll automatically do it for you. So again, it's going to build your long-term relationships as well as your current deal acquisitions, right? So let's just use an example. Say you pulled a list of agents from PropStream. Well, the moment you upload it in here, they're all automatically going to be populated for a long-term relationship build-out, right? So you can start focusing on pocket listings simultaneously, or maybe you want to change the messaging to something else, but it's already built out for that. And so that's how the relationship pipeline goes. Now, let's say you get a new opportunity. Maybe you met them at an event. Maybe you met them on Zoom, whatever it may be. They're a lender, they're a buyer, they're a contractor, they're a wholesaler. You have the ability of sending them an initial outreach message. They're automatically built out depending on what type of relationship they are. And then lastly, of course, is our dispositions, right? Now, dispositions is designed in a way where you can do inbound dispo, meaning someone sends you a deal saying, hey, I need help dispoing this deal. So if you want to become a national, let's say, biggest disposition company, it works. Forms are already built out for that. QR codes are built out for that and so forth. And then, of course, you have the ability of managing it through a pipeline of dispositions and kind of checking it down the list, right? Click on dispositions here. We call and text our VIPs, then we email blast the specific buy box, text blast, agent, disposition. Again, we're going to target general location if the first one didn't work out, or we're going to do Facebook groups, or we're going to do a price drop. It tracks everything. And again, you have the ability of putting when's deadline to assign and all the information you need to help you dispo that deal. And of course, there's more things like email templates and how to actually dispo that deal and so forth. It's completely built out for you guys, completely done. You don't even have to think. You just need to do. It's literally that simple, right? So let's say you're going to dispo a creative finance deal. Well, just change it to your property. It's already built out. Change it to your property. We're ready to go. There's no hesitation here, guys. Like literally just do it. And so again, this is just me going through it really fast. I'm sure you guys have a ton of questions on this. We'll do a lot of training.